Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Holly. Today I'm going to be continuing my monthly kit Smackdown series. This is a series where I have been testing out different monthly view kits mostly in my Erin Condren, sometimes in my Happy Planner, to see how they work for me in terms of functionality, being able to pre-plan my month, how they look cohesively, just kind of giving you guys my overall opinion of them, as well as comparing them to other kits in terms of what they feature and price point and things like that. So I will link all the past videos in this series down below. And today we're going to be testing out a new shop to the series, which is Lexie Kylee Designs. So I have her December kit right here, and let me show you. It's a 3-page kit. She has a premium matte paper. It's really, really nice and smooth and easy to work with. So let me just show you this. So we have across the top the covers for the days that aren't in the month, as well as the day covers themselves, some small event stickers, some little icons, the sidebar stickers, bill dues, some deco and payday and holiday markers. And then we have day covers that are kind of whited out in the middle so you could use them to write down a big event. This ornament strip, which I think is supposed to go to cover the days that aren't in the month. And then we have a bunch of deco. So I'm gonna go ahead and test this out in my planner. So I'm gonna start with the day covers up top. Okay, and then I'm gonna do the sidebar. I love that she has this cute gift ideas cover. I'm not sure what she normally does for other months, like if it's just like a notes section. I assume she doesn't do gift ideas for non-Christmas months. And these are cute little stackable sidebar here. Okay, very cute. And then I'm gonna do this ornament strip up here. And I think this will look adorable. I think it's a really cute way to do it that's just a little bit different than what you'd normally see. I'm gonna try and center it here so it kind of actually blocks these days out. I think that's cute. Next, I'm gonna go through, and all these little green flags are my bills and paydays, anything financial. So I'm gonna go through and mark those down. I'm actually going to write on the stickers kind of off camera and then lay them down. I just find that a little easier than trying to write against the coil. And I'm gonna go through and lay these down and kind of peel the flags up as I go. That way I don't forget like what is on what day. Okay, so there are all my bills. I'm just gonna put down my paydays as well. I like these little flags. I think they draw like cute attention to the payday. Okay, very cute. Next, I do wanna do her holidays that she has here, and they're just kind of strips you put at the bottom of the page. So I'm gonna lay those down. One thing I am noticing so far is that her sizing is a little different than other shops. She basically does it so you place it inside the gray lines. I think it's kind of similar to how Shop Jessica Hart's does it, but if you place it on the lines, you're gonna end up short, kind of like how I did there. And even that was like a little bit inside the line. I don't know, so just a note when you're working with these. And I don't personally celebrate Hanukkah, but I do have several friends that do. So I'm gonna go ahead and also put down the Hanukkah Begins sticker because, you know, they're celebrating as well and nice to be aware of it, right? Yeah, so it's on Christmas Eve that Hanukkah begins. Very nice. I like the way that looks. She does have a Merry Christmas one, so I'm going to put that down as well. I'm debating whether I want to put it on one of these decorative boxes, but I think I'm going to save those for other events. So I'm just going to put the Merry Christmas here. I think that looks really nice. And then speaking of the other events, so I have these blue flags are more like reminder things. So I'm going to hold off on them until I kind of have my other stuff down. And so to mark the events, I have these 9 little rectangle ones and some icons. And then I have the open box squares, which I think are an awesome way to mark down something that's like a bigger event or might take all day. So I am going to use some of those. So my husband's holiday party, I might take a half day off work. So I'm gonna mark this down because we're actually staying overnight as well. So I think that's a good use of this box. Oh, how cute. She has a little circle cut out so you can see the day through it. Oh, and then you can use the little dot for like a little marker. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, that's neat. That's like something you never could tell online. Like, how would you know that unless you saw somebody use it in a video? You know what I mean? Okay, and so that's the holiday party. So we'll come back that day, and I'm not gonna mark it like a vacation or anything because we'll just probably drive back in the morning, so I don't feel like I need to. I might take one of these little balloons as well, just because I think it'll look cute to mark down the party. And then I'm gonna take another one on this day because it's my big family Christmas party that we're gonna be up in where I'm like at my mom's house for the 23rd through the 27th. And I want to mark this down because that kind of takes all day. I mean, like, you know, it starts in the afternoon, but with prep in the morning, and then, you know, everybody stays late after the party. So that's always a lot of fun, but that'll take all day. So I'm gonna mark that down. And I'll take another balloon because why not? Cute. And then, sorry if you guys were out of frame there. I just took another balloon down there. And then my work party is on the 17th, so I might peel up this Bill Do sticker and just put it on the Friday because it's an auto pay anyway, and I do have a tendency to like check them before they're due. Well, yeah, so I'm just gonna put this here because visuals are important, people. And then I'm gonna take, ooh, which one do I wanna take? I don't know if I want to use the gold glitter for New Year's Eve. We're not really doing anything special, so it feels a little silly to use the gold glitter. So maybe I'll just use the gold glitter for my holiday party. Why not? And instead of doing the balloon for this one, maybe I'll take something a little bit more decorative because it doesn't have anything like holiday themed. I'll take the candy cane and put that there and then write that in. Oh, I could have used this banner too. Maybe I'll take up one of these banners and put it down on Christmas just to make that day look a little bit more special because it doesn't have a date cover, although I'm wondering what I should do with that last one, and maybe I should just use it for Christmas. Okay, I think that looks cute that way with the banner. And then I do have one of these big boxes left, and I'm trying to think about what I'd want to use it for. This is like a normal work day. Maybe I'll do the same thing on Saturday the 3rd. I'm actually going to the White House on that day. One of my friends works in the administration, and they do like an opportunity for people that work there to see all the Christmas decorations, and she can bring some friends. So we are going. No, the Obamas will not be there, unfortunately, but I think it'll still be really nice to see it all decorated for the holidays, and just it'll be cool. So I've actually done the White House tour once before, but I think this has like a little bit more of a casual vibe, so I think that'll be a lot of fun. So I'm gonna take this, and we're going out to dinner afterwards. So that's actually in the afternoon, and then we're like gonna have like a girls' night after. So that actually works out perfectly to kind of mark that full day because I will be busy for a lot of the day. So that is those big events, and now I have all these little more minor ones. So I'm going to use these little guys for that. And I'm going to take the gold glitter ones for anything else that's like holiday related. So I have so this is my big work holiday party, but then my little division also just does a dinner all together. So we have that on the 7th. And then on the 8th, I have a happy hour. So I will take, I'll take this. Just take this plain one. And for that, I will take this heart. And then on this day, we have a cleaning appointment. I'll take the candy canes. Although we might need to move this now that I'm thinking about it, because I think we're not gonna get back till the 28th, but I'm gonna go ahead and mark this down because we might get back the morning of the 28th, and then that would be still fine. Then I have an event on the 2nd. It is another holiday event, but I don't want to use the gold glitter so close, so I'm gonna just put this one down. I need to peel up this payday flag to layer this a bit. And then this one's like one at my alumni organization, or not organization, my alumni university. I'm honestly not sure. Ooh, I whistled. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go, but I'm gonna mark it down. I'm gonna take this little balloon and put that here. And because I'm seeing like the girls that I'd want to see at this, like, so basically it's like it's the happy hour they do with professors and like alumni and current students. And it's where I went to grad school, so it's nearby, so it's not like a hassle for me to get to, and it's like a nice networking event in addition to seeing everybody. But I am seeing like half of my girlfriends on this day, and then the other half are this happy hour. So it's kind of like, I don't know. I'm besides seeing professors, I'm not sure I would see, and a lot of my friends can't go to this one, so we will see. Okay, oh, and let me just write these two in as well. I should have written these down before I put them on because I hate writing against the coil. Let me see if I can peel them off actually. Okay, and then the last thing to mark down is my friend's birthday. Well, not the last thing, but the other kind of a reminder thing I want to mark down for now is my friend's birthday. And I'm going to take this final little balloon to mark down her birthday. I think that's very cute. So now the last things I need to fill in are these Buffalo Bills football games that I just like to have here for reference, and the travel we're doing over Christmas weekend. So I'm trying to decide how to mark down that travel. This kit does not come with vacation strips, which is not my preference. I would rather have vacation strips, but I do try to stick to using just the kit when I do use these kits, just because that seems more, you know, like if you're only gonna buy the kit and you don't have like a lot of multicolored stuff or washi on hand or anything like that, I want you to actually see how you could use this kit. So I am going to, instead of doing strips, I was thinking about digging out some washi, but I haven't done that for other monthly kit SmackDown, so I don't want to do that. So instead I'm just going to take some extra date covers and mark these down, and I'm going to put them in the middle of the day to kind of note that, or not date covers, these little event stickers to note that it's like kind of going to take up the whole day. And then I think I'm going to use this one. So our plans are still a little up in the air, which is the other annoying part. I think we're coming back on the 27th, but then I think we're going like overnight to Dan's family, just because they want to do kind of Christmas Day alone, his sister, because they have little kids. And so then we're going to meet up with them after Christmas and like his mom and stuff. So I'm just going to put it down like here as if we're coming back on the 28th. But what really might happen is that we leave my family on the 27th and then we do an overnight with his family. So I think that I'm just going to mark it this way because it just feels a little easier. And I'm not even going to use an icon there because she didn't have another car. We are driving and I don't really have another one that really works. So I think that's good. I don't love that like these 2 days, like the 27th isn't blocked out, but I'll get over it. So next I have a few of these event stickers left. But I don't really have any flags or anything to mark down the Bills games. So I think what I'm actually gonna do is take these little leftover circles just because I like to mark them consistently. And I do kind of like them. The last few months, what I've been doing is marking them in the top left corner, because then it's not like all the stuff that's in during the day or takes up across the day, like a strip, to me is more of an event, and then that can just be like a little reminder. So I am going to take these little dots and just kind of write it in next to it that there's a Bills game on those days. Okay, and then I want to put down some of these, I want to fill in these sidebar headers, and I'm going to just call it, I think I'm going to call this one just like to-dos, and then this one is going to be tracking my reading, because I have been enjoying doing that in the last few months. So I think that looks nice. And I wanted to get those filled in before I went in with the deco, so if I want to put some over here. So now I can go through with this deco. I think I'm going to concentrate some of it over here, but I do want to do, I kind of want to get that something in on the Christmas. So I'm going to actually peel this up again, because it is Christmas. So I want to put the Christmas tree down here. And cover up just part of it with the Merry Christmas. I think that it's a little crowded, but I think it looks cute actually. And then just kind of keep filling in. And I will use some of this deco to kind of block out the vacation days. I think that'll actually be a nice way to kind of signify that this is all busy, and I'll put some over here as well. That's pretty good. And then I'm just going to scatter the rest throughout. Okay, so I think we are looking all set with this spread. I'm going to go through and give you my final thoughts on this kit. One thing that I'm just going to mention up front, and we'll get into it in a little bit, is that I actually just went on the Lexie Kylee Designs Etsy shop just to remind myself how much this kit cost, and I saw that she actually has new kits out for January and February already, and she's changed the format. So I apologize in advance if my review is not super up to date, but I didn't know that when I bought this, obviously, and I will kind of talk about what I like about this version and what kind of her upgrades are for the newer version. So sorry about that. I might have to revisit her shop or revisit this kit in a couple of months to kind of test out the newer format. But anyway, let me go ahead and tell you what I did like about this version of the monthly kit. So I really liked a lot about this kit. So number one, I always like when shops have designated bills that you can use in the days. I really prefer that than them being in the sidebar. And I also like when they have a designated bill sticker and it makes it stand out from some other event stickers. So that's just a personal preference. Number two, I love how she had these date covers that had the middle whited out so you could write an event on it. I think it's perfect for like bigger events in the month, like a wedding or, travel or anything that's going to take up your entire day, like big Christmas parties, things like that. So I thought that was perfect. I thought it was great that for December she had 4, because I always have a ton of holiday parties in December. I'm not sure I would need that many in another month, but I think it's perfect for December. Another thing I really liked was I liked that she had payday flags. Again, just a personal preference, but I think it just adds a little bit of dimension to the spread to have the paydays or like a day off or anything like a flag like that is different than the little event stickers down at the bottom. And some other things I liked, I really liked how she had the cutout deco. I vastly prefer that than having the just decorative squares. Here I actually really liked the decorative squares because you could write on them, but often you'll just see a decorative square that's just completely patterned, so it would be hard to write on, and that's supposed to be like your decoration. I personally love the cutout deco because I think it doesn't like block off a day in your calendar, but still looks really fun and decorative. And I am kind of neutral on this. I think it actually looks really cute, but it doesn't block it out the same in my mind as it would if it was like a true strip. So it's kind of good and bad. And then finally, the other thing I like is I do like that she had these small holiday strips. I actually think it's nice that she did them as, I mean, I'm glad she did a bigger Merry Christmas, because I do think the majority of people buying sticker kits do celebrate Christmas, but it's nice that it wasn't like an entire date block, and you know, Christmas Eve wasn't a big date block, so that if you don't celebrate that holiday, you didn't lose like a ton of space on a page with something that you don't want to use in your planner, if that makes sense. So yeah, liked a lot about this kit. I think it's really functional, especially for a 3-page kit. But moving on to the stuff that I thought was missing or that I didn't quite love. Of course, vacation strips, like I said, I just really do like to be able to see, kind of block out the days that I'm not gonna be there. Just visually, it helps me. I think it's a little bit more functional. Number 2, I just personally prefer when headers are provided in the sidebar. I don't love my handwriting, and I'd rather have like a little stackable sidebar that has headers that I could use instead. 3, I wish that these dots were like something cuter, like a flag or something like that. Obviously, I think they were just supposed to be like leftover, but I didn't quite have enough like little mini icons like that, like a little flag or something that was different than an event sticker that I could have used just a little differently. Even if I had wanted to use event stickers for the games, I wouldn't have had enough, so I only had 2 left over. And similarly, I just didn't love the icon selection she had here. She had 2 dollar signs, even though she already had a bunch of bill dues and paydays. And for me, like, I'm not gonna mark down like a call in my thing, and there just wasn't quite enough selection here. So I would have preferred like a bigger amount to select from, and then having this amount of event stickers, because I did think this was a good amount of event stickers, as long as like I was able to use these dots kind of functionally. And then the other final thing this kit was missing is that it does not have date covers for the date, or date dots for the date numbers in the kit. And I am personally ambivalent on those. I do think they tend to pull a kit together kind of visually, but at the same time, I find them to be a huge pain in the butt to put down. So I could go either way on having those. So I don't personally miss them, but if you are a person that cares about that, that is just a note. And then the final kind of weird thing was her sizing. Like I mentioned, I just had a little bit of trouble figuring out quite how things fit. So you'll see there's like some gapping between some of the days. It doesn't bother me a ton, but if you are like a stickler for that, you might notice it. So yeah, that is my take on this kit. I think it's really great. Let me tell you what I did change. So basically this was a $10 3-page kit, which I think is right on the nose, probably on the more affordable end, especially because it is a premium mat. It's not like a grainy mat. It's really nice and easy to work with. And I think you're getting a good amount for the money here for a 3-page kit. So definitely like that. I think the price point on this is really great. And so she did not change the price point, but she did switch up the kit a bit. So you obviously should go on and look at her shop yourself. But basically what she has is a little bit less deco, which I think is definitely good, especially for a non-Christmas month. You don't need quite this much deco in a monthly spread. I loved it for like a holiday month, but for a January, it's kind of, you know, like you don't have as much, there's not like a big monthly holiday. So that kind of takes over the entire month the way Christmas does. So I don't think you need to have as much deco throughout. So she cuts down on the amount of deco, and I believe on the amount of date covers. And in that space she's giving you, she does add date dots, so that kind of takes care of one issue. And she does add vacation strips, so that takes care of another issue. So I think that makes this kit even more functional. So I think that's awesome. The one thing I'm kind of mixed on that she did, she basically cut down the event stickers. She now only has 6 plain ones with some icons, but then she has a few that are like already designated. So they'll have like, they'll say happy birthday on them, or anniversary, or just balloons, which I actually think looks really cute. But if you happen to have not that number of birthdays in a month, then you're not going to be able to use that sticker in the same way that you would if it was just a plain icon mixed with a a plain event sticker. You could just kind of mix and match to match the events you have. Whereas if they're already pre-labeled, it just becomes a little bit less flexible. So just one thing to consider when you're looking at the new format. But overall, I'm excited about the changes. I wish I had tested out one of the newer kits, but maybe I will revisit it in a few months if you guys are interested in seeing that. So definitely let me know down below. And that is it for this monthly kit SmackDown featuring Lexie Kylee designs. Give this video a thumbs up if you want to keep seeing these monthly kit SmackDowns, and definitely go ahead and subscribe if you want to see more. I have 2 more coming up for the month of December. So that is it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.